Now the third method of the interpolation and extrapolation is Lagrange's method. Now the credit of calculating this formula, it goes to French mathematician Lagrange, who devised one formula, and this formula is very flexible as there is no restriction, no condition that x should increase by equal interval. So this is a very important formula. So whenever you see that in any question x is not increasing by the equal intervals, so you can make use of Lagrange's formula, and the formula you have to learn, then simply you have to put up the values. So we can interpolate the value of y even if x is not increasing by the equal interval. And the beauty of this method is that it has a very wider application. It can apply to any number of data, whether it is increasing in regular or irregular intervals. And the formula for Lagrange method is, you have to calculate the value of yx. It will be y0, x minus x1, x minus x2 and x minus x3 divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3 plus y1, x minus x0, x minus x2 and x minus x3 divided by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 plus y2, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x3 divided by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1 and x2 minus x3 plus y3, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2 divided by x1 minus x0, x3 minus x0, x3 minus x1 and x3 minus x2. So this is the formula of Lagrange. Now how to learn this formula? Now you can see the formula has 4 parts: y0, y1, y2, y3. This can be easily learned. Now always first will be x. Everywhere you can see it is x. And in the question, if you remember, we start with x0. Now in the first I have ignored x0. X minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. That x0 has come below. Minus will be same that has been given in the numerator and denominator. Coming to the second part of the formula, you have to start with x0. Now in the first we have ignored x0. But here we will take x0 and ignore x1. x1 is not there. X minus x0, x minus x2, x minus x3. Now that x1 has gone below. x1, rest of the things will be same. Third part, x minus x0, x minus x1. Now we have ignored x minus x2. That x2 has come below. X minus x3. This will again be same. Same will be the case here. Here we will ignore x3, x0, x1, x2, and that x3 will come below, and this will be same. Now this formula can be expanded. Now we can start with x1, 2, 3, 4 as well. It will be depending upon the values that has been given in the question. Now let us see one question. Now for example, this is the question. Here you have been given x and y. Now to apply the Lagrange method, we see that x does not increase by equal interval. You can see the difference is 1, then 3. So we can make use of Lagrange method over here. Now it is in this question, it has been given that you have to interpolate the value of y when x is 3. So it means in the question small x is given 3. Now the same formula we will make use of. This first value will become our x0, x1, x2 and x3. These values will become y0, y1, y2, y3. Now you can see all the values are there in front of you. Simply you have to apply the formula. So let us fill these values. First is y0. Y0 you can see in the question is 2. Small x, the value that has been asked will become our small x. That is 3 minus x1. So what is the value of x1? 1. Again small x is 3. Value of x2 is 2. then 3 minus 5. So simply every value is there. You have to put the values in the formula. Divided by x0. x0 was 0, minus 1, 0 minus 2, 0 minus 5, plus y1. Now y1 is this, 3. So now we will put this value, 3. X, small x is same, 3. x0 is there in the question. This was x0, so 0. Plus, multiplied by 3 minus x2 is 2. 3 minus x3 is 5. Divided by x1 is 1 minus 0, 1 minus 2 and 1 minus 5. Plus, again we will come to the second part. Now the y2 is 12. Put here 12. X minus x is 3 minus x0 is 0. 3 minus x1 is 1. 3 minus 5. Divided by 2 minus 0. 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 5. Then the fourth part, y3 we have to fill. y3 is 47. So then again x minus x0, it is 3 minus x0 is 0. 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 2. Below 5 minus 0, 5 minus 1 and 5 minus 2. So now you will solve all these values. This will become the first part. Solve this, then solve this, and then solve this. In between we have plus sign. So add all these values and then you will be getting the final answer. So this is how the Lagrange method is applied.